Must be Sunday, because I got my weekend coffee mug full of coffee. And I decided to show you one of my new toys that I've been working on for the last couple of months. Let's get right to it. Here we got is the Beast 2 from RC4WD Drive. Just gonna take a sip here. I saw this thing for quite a few years. It was very expensive. Thought it would be kind of neat to get a hold of. And yeah, so I finally saved up my pennies. I picked it up, and it's a big project. It's a fun project. Lisa did all the chassis part. I did the body work, and it turned out quite nice. So instead of doing an unboxing, there's lots of those online. Let's go right to the kit and see what the finished product was. I decided that I wanted to do mine in a G.I. Joe theme. So I went ahead on eBay, found someone who had vintage G.I. Joe stickers from 1987. I picked those up. I've done the interior. I left a lot of stuff on the exterior off just because it's gonna be a trail truck. A lot of that stuff's gonna get knocked off. I do have a little ECX Torment on the back, which as you can see sitting there is fits perfectly in the bed, and that's kind of like another Cobra style vehicle. So this isn't G.I. Joe, this is Cobra. So this is an enemy vehicle. So this Beast is exactly what that is. So before I get too much more into it, let me show you kind of what I've done with it. I think I'll just try to. This thing is heavy. I think I got it around 12 to 13 pounds. I don't know if that light's in your way, but let's take a look here. I'm just gonna spin it around so you can see a little bit more, and we'll get more in depth. It turned out really well. It's a really nice kit. I think RC4WD Drive is one of the. It's a very premium kit. I really enjoy building it. Things are, lots of stuff's made out of metal. Everything went together really nice. The instruction manual's very simple to follow. Lisa had no problem with the chassis, putting it together. The only thing is we found that a couple of screw bags weren't labeled correctly, so we actually didn't have all the fasteners that we needed, but I got a lot of RC stuff, so it wasn't really a problem. Okay, so electronics in here. Let me open up the top. I've done something a little different here. My friend Chris suggested that I use magnets. So usually once you're all done this, you can't access underneath of this. But with the help of magnets, what I've done is I've actually just glued magnets on at these points here. And there's magnets on the top of that lid, or underneath that lid. So with that, now I can just snap this on and off. All right, you want to get to it? Very cool. So hardware that I'm running, I have myself my Novak Goat 2 system. You can't really see it. It's kind of down there-ish. My Novak Goat 2 speed controller. I'm actually running a Flysky receiver here. It's a, what is it, an FS IA6. It's a 6-channel receiver. I then have my lights and everything wired up, so it goes right into my balance lead on my 2-cell LiPo. I have a light bar here. I've got my sponsors here out of the way. So I got Novak, Way To Many RCs, Traxxas, I'll tell you that in a minute, and I got some RPM Mudflaps on there as well. So everything fits nicely into this compartment here. As I move back, or move to the front, I've made these here, again, just held on by magnets. So this way, since the roof's not on, if it gets bumped in the front, this is gonna break. So with those magnets on there, now it's not gonna break. I've done the interior up with G.I. Joes. And and each one has their own cockpit. And I have a flashing LED light underneath. I thought it turned out really well. Now, one of the cool things that I have here is, let me turn this over this way. I'm going to turn this light this way so it's not so. If you notice here, it's an FPV camera. So, what you can do, take this off. Come over here, grab my headset. Turn this guy on. And now, I can use the camera to look around. Now that's separate to my, that's actually separate than my steering. So, because I'm using an aircraft controller, which I'll show you that in a second. Wrong way. Always 50% chance you'll get it right. There we go. Tricky little guy. There we go. All right. So, let's head to the controller and then to the headset here. Sorry, it's kind of a long video, but you know what? I put a lot of work in this. I think a lot of the stuff's kind of interesting, so hope you guys are finding this interesting. If you're not going to be watching it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So this is only for you die-hard Asplenia guys. Which, you know what? I do have a lot of subscribers, so I thank you very much for that. Again, weekend coffee. All right, so this is my controller. It's making a lot of noise here. It's just kind of. So the cool thing with this this controller is this is going to be your forward, backwards, left, right. This truck does have a 2-speed transmission, so that this switch here switches from my low gear to my high gear. When I want to use the camera, let's see if I can get both of those in there. So you can see the camera over there. You see kind of in my goggle system. Hey, there I am. Funny looking guy, aren't I? All right, so you see the camera over there, and when you look left, there's the driver. Look right. Actually, I think I have that totally backwards. No, that's right. Okay, cool. So, and I mean, you can see the, let's go a little closer. Awesome. So yeah, so that's how I have it set up. It's gonna work pretty neat. It's really weird getting used to having something that's a stick controller again. But you know what, after flying aircraft and quadcopters, it doesn't take very long to get used to it. So that's kind of the unique thing that I've done with this. Another thing with the Beast is that it also, sorry, I can't do two things at once here. It comes with a 14-tooth pinion, and honestly, I think that is way too much. It's way too fast, especially with its Goat 2 system in here. I find that I went to a 12-tooth pinion, a Traxxas 12-tooth. So that did drop my speed down a little bit. Torque I don't have to worry about because this motor is just a huge beast. So it can pull this 12 pounds with no problem. In fact, TJ and I are looking at maybe making a trailer so I can run my tank on the back. So I think that'll be kind of neat. So I'm just gonna get everything ready here, put it down, and get a little running video. It's kind of shitty outside, and to be honest, this is still new to me, so I don't want to take it out yet. But I'll give you kind of a quick run what it looks like on the floor. Like you haven't seen an RC car on the floor before, but you haven't seen this RC car on my floor before. So, all right, so just bear with me. Floor light going. You know, I could actually pause while I do this. But why would I? Then it's not live. You guys ready? So this is a low gear, and you can see already how fast that is. I can't see myself ever using high gear. Okay, so back up to the table. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be a long video. Go. All right, almost there. Let's set up the studio. Okay, so that being said, let me turn this guy off so I don't accidentally hit a button and it goes rolls off the. This guy can come off too. So other parts of the build here that I've done. Well, let's actually, sorry. Here's my ECX Torment. It's already an 80s G.I. Joe inspired design. So I just went ahead and kind of made it look a little bit more Cobra style. And it fits perfectly in the back. So this is going to be the ultimate, yes, I hear you, Mr. Controller. This is going to be a great camping vehicle. Because, I mean, I can bring this guy will do all my trail running that I want to do. And both are really easy on battery, so you don't have to take a lot of stuff with you, which is kind of neat. Just to quickly show some scale accessories. So I got some Tamiya Hummer tires sitting in here. Another Tamiya Hummer tire, of course, as a replacement tire. Then I got some G.I. Joe, vintage G.I. Joe, late 80s, early 90s stuff that from some of my G.I. Joe toys that I had. I spoke earlier about Traxxas part on that, and what happened is when I put this thing all together and I was trying to get this radio to work, I actually sheared off the original drive line for RC4WD drive. So what I did is I actually just went to the hobby store, grabbed some Traxxas parts, and made my own drive line. So this is parts for the VXL. So I think it should be able to take the torque. My hobby store doesn't carry RC4WD drive parts whatsoever. So I'd rather just modify it up. It's easy to get. I can go anywhere and get them, so works quite well. And then in the back end, what I did, just to add a little bit more scale accessories. Let's see there. RPM Mudflaps, which you can't see very well in this picture, but the Mudflaps go down just a little farther. Here's the stock one, and then I got the Mudflap there. So just something that I thought I'd kind of throw in there. There, it's a little better. You can kind of see it that way. So other than that, that's it. That's my Beast 2. I also took a 7.2 volt battery pack. I weighed it, and then I ended up putting lead weight in the back here. Because, excuse me, that morning coffee's starting to come up. But I put the lead weight in the back, so this way, because I have all my electronics in the front cockpit, I need to make sure that the truck is going to handle properly and have the right, kind of the correct weight. So it's actually balanced where it's about 6.5 pounds up front and about 6 pounds on the back. So this thing is, I mean, the name is perfect for it. It is a beast. With this motor system in it and being able to carry an extra RC car, do what I want. I think it turned out really well. What else to say? I mean, I think that's about it. I can't wait to get some more. I'll get some running video of it, but I think it turned out really well. 3 months is basically what it took Lisa and I to build this up, and I mean, we didn't work at it every weekend, but you know, it took a little while, and it's I think definitely worth it. So this is the most scale vehicle that I have, and I've actually put the time and effort into it. Anyway, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry for making it such a long video, and I'm sorry for teasing you because I have a Sunday weekend coffee there. Because one day you'll be watching this and it's not going to be Sunday. You'll be like, man, I want a weekend coffee cup. And I don't know if you can tell, I actually have a fish tank aquarium like over there. Actually, it's a lie. It's just my Xbox with fishies swimming around. It's kind of funny. But anyway, so getting off topic here. All right, so that's my Beast 2. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. You'll see it on upcoming videos. And yeah, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.